Yo, homies, as always, man, thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. Look, I just want to let you guys know, sometimes you got to remember that not everyone cares about you as much as you care about them. Now, as always, homies, we back, and you guys know what I want. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section on what you guys think about this. Now, listen, in the past couple of days, things have been heated. I'm talking about extra heated on Twitter. People been upset. People throwing away their computers, throwing their Xboxes in the pool, and people are just mad about Anthem. Now, the beta was very disappointing as far as having the infinite Tsukuyomi loading screen and you were trapped there in a Genjutsu. You know, how many people were trapped in a Genjutsu? Raise your hands in the comment section if you were trapped in a Genjutsu on freaking Anthem. But the thing is, given the fact there were 4 to 5 max known bugs in the demo, right? But nah, that's not what people wanted to hear. People were like, oh, it's not up to par. I knew it! I knew it! People took it and ran to the top of the highest Mount Everest and started screaming, Anthem is trash and you shouldn't play it. Okay, I get that. Now, if you didn't get a chance to play, for the people who actually got into VIP, it's kind of rough on you because you did pay. You know, I get that. But the thing about it is, if you got to play the game was actually pretty freaking fun. Now, I've ran into a couple different people, quite a few actually, who are actually like, if you play Anthem, you're a disgrace. Oh shoot, what happened, man? What happened? It's like my mama biscuits. I love the way she cooks them. I'm just like, why are you so upset? Now we're gonna go over a couple different things, right? This is one of the most hate I've actually seen in a really long time, and Anthem is catching it. Now, is it fair? We're gonna go over it and try to actually point out some points. Now, one of the most hate that I'm seeing where it's coming from is because I just don't trust EA, man. EA will never get another dollar from me, man. I just don't like EA. You know, I was slapped, I was abused by EA a couple different times. You know, these are the comments that's definitely out there, and they're valid. These things are mad valid. I definitely get it. They're valid. And the thing, what I've noticed is I've seen this before, you know? So a lot of people hate EA, and what I've noticed is it's kind of like in the movies. Your daddy stole from me, now it falls to you, boy. You're gonna pay what your father owed. Man, I don't even know you. I don't even know my own dad. What you doing? I don't owe you nothing. Now, the mindset that's actually out there going on is that if you speak highly of Anthem, then you're being paid by EA. You're against us, okay? That's the mindset, which is a very weird mindset, because at the end of the day, I'm a gamer and I'm gonna play what it is that I want, because if it's fun, it's fun. I'm not gonna lie to try to fit in. People are gonna hate you for telling the truth, and people are gonna hate you for lying, so just go ahead and just say what's on your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's how I live life. Now, one thing I will say is that there's a lot of different mechanics in this game, right? There's a lot of different mechanics in the game, and we gotta go over different things and things that I've noticed from the hardcore audience. Now, the game, the bugs, everything about it, the microtransactions, the price tag of it being $60, that's a lot of things that's a red flag for a lot of people, because people compare it to Warframe, people are comparing it to Destiny. One thing I want to let you guys know, if you take anything from this video, is this. Anthem is not Warframe. Anthem is not Destiny. Anthem is definitely its own game. It takes ideas from other games, but it did a very good job of being itself. It kind of reminds me more so of Mass Effect. It's its own game. So don't feel threatened like these games can't coexist together, because they definitely can, okay? Now, one thing I will say is that in the game, it definitely have difficulty. It has a very nice movement system. Once you get used to the movement system, it's very flushed. It's easy going. You can actually move very, very quick, and the movement is important to your survivability in the game. It has fantastic synergy with you and other javelins on how you're gonna go through. Okay, the fashion forge is what I'm calling it. The fashion framing in the game is very top tier. It's freaking beautiful. And these things are here. The difficulty, the reward system, the drop tables, everything is looking pretty good. When you got rares, which are blues, like, you know, uncommons and different things like that, whenever they drop, you feel pleased, because you're thinking to yourself like, yo, I haven't seen that in a while. You know, you have uncommons, you have certain levels to where you can go. So for the people who are searching for difficult content, the difficult content is here. Now, I'm not here to try to sell you on the game. Don't even buy it. Don't buy it. Shoot. The thing is, if I'm looking for a game and I actually like it, that's just me. I'm not here to try to press you and let you guys, yo, buy this game. Don't buy the game, bro. You're going to do what you're going to do at the end of the day. I'm just here to let you know from an honest point of view. The demo was definitely trash if you didn't get in, but I did get to play 17 hours of actual gameplay. That's on my Twitch, /Lifeofrio. You can go over there and follow me, and Twitter is the same, Lifeofrio as well. But these things are here. One thing I'm going to tell you is that it's easy to fall in line with people who are hating something, and people are upset. And one thing I've noticed is that with this community is that if you don't think like them, if you don't say the same thing of what they're thinking, then you're definitely a hater. And that's a weird mindset to me. And if that's the mindset you have, then we can never be cool. Because I'm a free thinker and I like to do things on my own. So don't take this video as like, you know, I'm trying to sell Anthem to you. Do your own thing at the end of the day. But I will tell you the things that I found in this game that is very, very cool. Every single javelin works differently. The way how you play the javelins is going to depend on your play style. The way how you go through the game. The game, first and foremost, EA is the biggest problem. BioWare and Anthem to me isn't the problem. The problem is EA. I feel like if we can remove EA and put somebody else there, then the game will be more so welcome. A lot of people from Warframe, they feel threatened because they feel like Anthem is actually stepping on their toes. Anthem is the problem for them, and that just generates a lot of hate. And a lot of streamers and YouTubers that I was talking to, they're like, yo man, listen, I like the game, but I don't want to publicly say it because, you know, people are just outraged right now at the moment. I'm just like, yo bro, that backbone, must feel weird trying to walk without it. You know what I mean? So these things happen. Okay, another thing that's really dope is the flight system in the game is done very well. The way how other elemental combos coexist and actually adds to the element of the game is really dope. Like if you get hit with fire, your engines will then overheat, so you can't actually fly or hover. The other way on how it goes is the elemental combos that you can use versus other enemies. You have corrosive, radiation, electricity, fire, ice, all of these things that you can have on different weapons, and there's so many different varieties of builds that you can actually go into, so it's kind of dope. So that thing is there. One thing I will say, one of the biggest issues is trying to play it on keyboard. The flight system on keyboard is trash. The flight system on keyboard is trash. I feel like if you definitely play on PC, whatever it is, the controller support for this game is 10 times more optimized than playing it on mouse and keyboard. It is terrible to me on mouse and keyboard, but if you play it on controller, it is very, very fluid. Now, one thing I want to go through and say is that the enemies, the scaling on how it goes, especially when you're doing missions, they have easy, normal, hard, then you have master, grandmaster 1, 2, 3, or whatever. And the thing is, it shows you on the front of the screen how much more loot you'll get for playing on hard, how much more loot you'll get for playing on grandmaster, how much the enemy's health, and how much tougher the enemies are going to scale on those levels. And when I seen that, I was kind of mind blown. I was like, yo, you're telling me that I get to see how much more difficult the enemies are going to be. What is the rarity that's going to drop on this difficulty? How much more percent do I have to get in these rares? And I thought that was very lit. Now, we can't let this pull away, ladies and gentlemen, from the fact of the red flag. What's that? The red flag? Yes, the red flag. The red flag is basically, well, after you get the game, EA is just going to drop in loot crates. Well, they've already came out and publicly say that there won't be any loot crates, but there will be microtransactions, and the microtransactions are supposed to be on par with Warframe. But will it be though? You know, there was a leak today on Reddit that actually came out, and they were talking about the prices of what it's going to be, because you're going to be able to buy things in-game by earning in-game items, like, you know, different things like that in-game, like coins and shards. It's split up. So you will be able to earn things in-game, but how much would you have to grind to actually get these things? Will it be fair enough to the consumer of me, of my playtime, to how it is? I want to put as much time into this game as possible, but do I have to grind to an endless death to actually get these things? That's going to all depend on them. That's going to all depend on them, on how they make it great. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. EA did drop the ball, because EA's credibility can't be any more worse. It can't be. It's like that one dude with the raincoat that opens it up that got watches, and when you buy the watch doesn't work. I get you guys. I trust me, I feel you. But the thing is, when you look at EA and you see the things that they're doing, their credibility couldn't be any more worse. And I feel like that's the red flag. So if you guys hate EA, you have a perfect point. But the thing is, I don't see a reason to hate Anthem, because I don't see what Anthem's ever done to me. You know what I'm saying? And from a perspective, if the game is bad, from the gameplay that I did, I will tell you guys if it's bad. The thing is, the push off for most people was the demo not working, the infinite Tsukiyomi load screen of being under the genjutsu that you guys couldn't get in. So that was one of the main issues. But once you got in the game, there was literally no problems to me. I didn't deal with any bugs. Not saying that there is no bugs. I'm just telling you from my perspective. There's 17 hours of gameplay on my Twitch, so I will not lie to you. That's just where it's at. I'm just saying, if there's hate that's needed, yeah, but kind of tell me where the hate needs to be aimed at. But what I've noticed is that a lot of people are blindly just putting that hate towards the entirety of Anthem. And the hate should just be at EA. You don't see people say, yo, I hate EA, but I thought the Anthem beta was cool. It was whatever. I thought it was decent. It tickled my fancy. Nobody's saying that. They just, oh, I hate the game. I hate this. And one thing I want to say to the Warframe people, I want to tell you guys this. Hey, come here. Get close. For us to be like known, or quote unquote known as like one of the most positive communities, we're the main people in Anthem's promo and in Anthem videos talking about how it's trash compared to Warframe. And people are looking at us sideways when other YouTubers are talking about us, when that's not how we are. You know what I'm saying? If the game sucks, listen to me here. If the game sucks, it's going to kill itself. Warframe then showed that they have that longevity. It's been around 6 years. If you guys believe in Warframe, let Warframe do their thing. You don't have to help hate a game. Let the game kill itself. That's how it is with anything in life. If something isn't good, we're going to know. News are going to spread on its own based on the players that play it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to try to go around and spread different lies about different things. And timestamp where I just started saying about that, guys, because literally that's how it is. If something isn't good, if a product isn't good, word of mouth, people are going to talk about it if it's not good. You know what I mean? But you don't try to have to lie about something to try to force people to think the way that you think, because that's not a really good way on how to try to gain people on your side. And I guess a lot of you guys and me aren't going to think the same way, because I'm not just going to blindly just go in and try to hate something because I love Warframe. No, and like I told you guys, Anthem and Warframe is not the same game. Similarities? Yes, but what game doesn't have similarities? Steve openly says he takes things from other games all the time. It's a fair ballpark thing to do. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not Destiny at the end of the day. There are looter shooters that's here, and if you're a gamer, you should be excited to have variety of things to play. What gamer gets mad at having other things to play? That is the weirdest mindset to me. You see what I mean? These things can coexist, and it creates the competition. And you want to know what's funny? I spoke about competition a few videos back earlier in the year, and people thought I was crazy. You see what I'm saying? It creates the competition. And have you guys noticed how much Warframe's been putting out so much more things than what they've been talking about? DE is going to work to keep up. This is a good thing. How can you guys be upset? Why are you mad? I don't get why they're mad at the end of the day. So I just want to let you guys know, there is some positivity in it. The beta was not a good look, especially for them, since they are already on the bad end of the spectrum. So I definitely feel like they messed up right there. So EA, you earned a slap right there. You messed up, homies. But the thing is, Anthem, when you got in the game, was very nice. Now, I will tell you this. The little HUD area that you walk around in, okay, it was kind of trash. I'll be frank about that. That being in the first person walking around there, the motion blur was actually kind of really annoying from definitely when I was looking at it. The motion blur was annoying. Going around, the story is supposed to be 56 hours. That's a lot of story. I'm the type of guy, I don't really care about story, but if you care about story, that's lit. 56 hours is a lot of, a lot of story. But the thing is, I just really care about gameplay and the rewards and things that I'm gonna go after. But the story, from how I looked at it, it didn't seem like nothing mind-blowing. It just seemed very average. It seemed very average, but I can't really talk too deep about it because I haven't seen the story, obviously. But just from what I've seen of it and what was shown in the demo, just very casual, basic story. But the gameplay was fluid. The elemental combos that you can do, the fact that you and your teammates can team up for synergized attacks, the different variations of the abilities that you already have that can do corrosive, fire, electricity damage, the fact that enemies are very intelligent, the enemies gameplay, different ways on how you're going to kill the enemies is actually there. The enemies are unique. They do different things together. Like you have one with the big shield, you have the guys fighting behind it. You got to get behind that enemy. There's certain enemies that you got to shoot in the legs. It's a lot of variety of enemies that was just in the demo. It was about like 8 different variety of enemies. So that's actually lit. The map wasn't too big. It just had a lot of terrain to where you jump up and you jump down, and it seemed bigger than what it really is. Flying closer to the water is actually there to cool down the engines and how you're gonna, you know, keep moving with your momentum. And I thought it was really cool. Being trapped in the spider's web, you got to really tap it to make your thrusters get through. If you're frozen, you got to do the same thing as well to really heat up the engines. So I thought it was a very good play on mechanics, you know what I'm saying? And the movement in here is very, very fast, you know. And the Interceptor is freaking dope. That's like my Ash, Bladestorm, Genji type of character. You got the Colossal, who's your Rhino, Go Through, which is the Titan from Destiny. And then you have Storm, which is then going to be Warlock, your caster, the crazy. Yo, Storm's busted. I'm going to call it right now. And then you have the Ranger, who is a balance between everybody that can do a little bit of everything. So you just pick a class based on what you like. All I'm saying is this is what I got in the game. The bugs were there. Everything was a problem from the beta. But at the end of the day, remember, you yourself is going to get to play it February 1st. So you guys can check that out. Follow me on Twitter over there, /Lifeofrio, so we can turn up. Let me know what you guys think if you ever want to reach me. Follow me over on Twitch as well. I freaking love you guys. I'm going to tell you this. One thing you're not going to do. You're not going to have me say what you want me to say. I'm going to think for myself and say things for myself. And you're going to have your own opinions. And you guys know in my comment sections, you can be mad. I'm not going to get mad because you're mad. Get mad. Put your comments. That's what I want. I want to hear from you guys so I can see the difference between our beliefs and our ideas. Don't ever feel like you can't get mad in my comment section. Bro, get as mad as you want. Huff and puff and blow the comment section down. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. And if you like it, let me know what you like about it. If you didn't, what is actually keeping you on the side of not trusting this game, okay? So I'll catch you guys later. Much love. Thank you guys for, you know, checking out the video. Please give the video a thumbs up if you guys did enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys later on the next video. I told you guys, so don't act like this is brand new. I'm doing variety on my channel this year. I've been saying that for months, and here we go, okay? Let me know what else you guys are looking for.